Listen, we were born to live a slow life. It's not normal to live in high-paced environments and to experience this overstimulation every single day. This is just insane and it's not normal and natural. And the craziest part about things is that we all accept this as normal, but something has to change. And that's what we're gonna talk about in today's video. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so happy. It's freaking hot because the summer is around the corner. I have my lemonade. I love lemonade so much. It's so cold, you guys. You should go and get a lemonade for yourself. It's just amazing for the heat and everything. But anyways, I'm so excited for today's video. It's something that I really want to share because it helped me and I know it can help others. So if you resonated with the title, if you resonated with the topic of this video, just stick around and I hope you like it. We're gonna be talking about why most of the humans live in a high-paced environment, you know, like super busy all the time. Like, have you seen New York's environment? Have you seen the pace that they have over there, maybe in other countries as well, like on the other side of the world? And to me, it's just insane and it's too much. I can't remember where, it was somewhere where I read it, that we're not supposed to live this kind of life, you know? I don't want to tell you, oh, come on, just like quit your job tomorrow because I know you gotta pay your bills, you know? And all of a sudden, it's not gonna happen. What I'm saying is that there's some ways to change this. And there's some things we can change right now to help this a little bit. And there's like some tweaks we can do on our routines, like our daily routines that are gonna help us live in a slower paced environment. Because these are things that I've been doing. Please prioritize your health. Your health is the most important thing in the world. I know that we all think, oh yeah, but I have to work hard if I wanna get to where I want to get. Actually, this is not in my script, but I want to share it anyways. I have a book recommendation for you guys. I just finished reading this book. It's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success from Deepak Chopra. It's a really good book, and it's not one of these books that you read once and then you never touch it again. No. You need to practice the laws every time and like come back to the book. And that's what I've been doing. Basically, the reason why I'm recommending you this book is because there's like the law of least effort or something like that. But it's about, you know, just existing. And we're not supposed to work that hard to achieve our goals. I know this can be misinterpreted, but that's not what I'm trying to say. Because for example, if you want to get buff at the gym, of course it's gonna be painful because when you like lift weights and all that, it's kind of like painful. What I'm trying to say is that we all have the divine right to get what we want. And then I don't know why we strive for it a lot when we shouldn't be. Because when you start letting go of things, because this is also related to the detachment law, because when you let go of the things you want, when you accept it, and when you know it's gonna happen, for example, if you want to manifest something, you know it's gonna happen deep within, but then you forget about it. You know what I mean? It's not that you forget about it, you're just waiting for it without an attachment, without this feeling of, oh my God, I really need this, you know what I mean? And this is basically what this book tells you. So that's why I'm suggesting the book. So if you want to read it, I highly suggest that. Like I said, it's one of these books that you read one time and then you have to keep reading it like for the rest of your life, I believe. But let me give you an example of these, guys, and the reason why I'm filming this video, because I had a personal situation. At first, I was gonna film a video about, you know, how to fall asleep and like, are you having issues with falling asleep? Let me teach you how to break that and all that. But I think I'm gonna film that video separately. Imagine working a full-time job, so you're working 8 hours a day looking at a screen, which was my case. And then at night, you come back and you take your phone out of your pocket and then you start watching TikTok, scrolling on social media. What do you think that's gonna do to you? That's just gonna damage your brain as well because you're already overstimulated from work and then you are still consuming content. And to be honest with you guys, I don't really like TikTok, Reels and all these things. I just like sometimes watch it, but I still used to watch like YouTube videos and all that, and that's still stimulation, you know? So that was my bad. My goal was to wake up at 8:30. I work a swing shift, so that's why. So the thing, guys, is that I wasn't turning off the phone until like 20 minutes before I pretended to fall asleep. And that's just silly, you know what I mean? According to science, you need at least 1 hour without any stimulation, without any blue screens and all that before you can fall asleep. but the recommendation is 2 hours at least. What I'm trying to do right now, because I like to work on my content creation and all those things, and if I turn off the phone like 2 hours before, I wouldn't do anything for my social media. That's what I feel right now. But that's because I also have a full-time job at this time. But then I'll try to prioritize the 2 hours if I can. But yeah, that was my problem. I was like using the phone until late and then being like overstimulated. And then I was asking myself, why can't I fall asleep? This is so annoying. I even like got to the point that I was drinking and taking pills. That was so stupid. So I started doing some meditation. I started like asking myself, what am I supposed to do? Nothing seemed to work for me. One of the things I did is that I remembered my brother used to do something, so he used to put his phone away from his bed so that it would force you the next morning to wake up and turn it off. Before, I used to keep my phone like right next to me on my nightstand or even on my bed, and that's just so silly. So what I started doing is that I started putting my phone on my desk instead, and then that forces me to get up every morning to turn it off, because I know I'm annoying other people, for example, because I put it so loud as well. And then I even have like a sacred routine right now for a night routine. I drink a tea, I start reading a book, I do some journaling. I also write down at least three things I'm grateful for of the day. So that has really helped me. That really prioritized my health and even my mental health, because I was experiencing a chronic stress, to be honest with you guys. I was shedding a lot of hair. I was like, being so stressed, and I wasn't able to handle a full-time job and at the same time my content creation. But now being able to finally find a balance, and that's making me so happy. But prioritizing my health is one of the most important things. It's actually the most important thing that I did for myself. Because if you're not fine, if you don't have a good health, you're not gonna be able to do anything. And if you do, it's gonna be just things that are mediocre. Your mental health is gonna help you have even like more creative ideas and better thoughts, feelings, and all that in order to manifest the life you desire. So that's why I'm telling you, please prioritize your health and stop looking at that freaking phone until like 3 a.m. because that's not gonna make you happy. And then this is my experience. I know you can have a totally different experience, but if you can relate it to something that you're going through, that's so nice if I can help you somehow. And then like coming back to the actual topic of this video, which is, living in a slow paced environment, living a slow life. For example, when I'm drinking like my lemonade, you don't have to drink it like so fast unless you're really thirsty. I like to take life like quieter. Life is just amazing. And if you're a person who struggles with anxiety like I tend to do, because I still experience some anxiety sometimes, but I'm gonna tell you the truth. Since I started practicing meditation, all these things about living in the real world and, being disciplined enough to not use my phone the whole day or, fall for these temptations every day, my mental health has improved so much only these last few months. So I'm sure within the next few years, I'm gonna feel way, way better. So that's just my suggestion. I just feel like I need to share this message because I wish I had seen these videos before, like a video like this one before, when I was struggling with my chronic stress and all that. I would have appreciated a kind of video like this. But like things, for example, if you're talking to someone, don't interrupt them, just listen to them. Don't be disrespectful, because what we tend to do when we're anxious people, we're talking to someone and then we're like, oh, the same thing happened to me, but what I did is that, and we start like interrupting other people. We don't even let them like finish their sentences. And that's just so annoying, because it's not something that you'd like other people to do to you, so why would you do it to other people? Whatever you're doing, just try to do it with love. If we're doing things just to have them done, that doesn't make any sense. That's why a lot of people are depressed and all that, because they just feel like they're forced to do things, but they don't do it with love. Learn to appreciate every single second. Also, in the book that I recommended you before, there's a part that talks about acceptance, acceptance of the present moment of what it is. That's so true. We have to accept things the way they are right now. If we want them to change, yeah, we're gonna, of course, do things differently to have a different tomorrow, but we gotta accept things as they are right now. Otherwise, we're just gonna be too focused on how bad my life is and all that, and then we're not even gonna do anything to change the situation because everything is so depressing, for example. You don't have to rush to get things done. Take your time. Please don't make the same mistake that I did and prioritize your health. Your health is the most important thing. I used to be this person who used to think I want to sleep only 5 hours because I'm gonna have more time to do my stuff. But the thing is that I was just lying to myself because my body wouldn't even like let me do that. And that's why I was like even like oversleeping. It wasn't even like working at all. Your health comes first always. And just keep that in mind. I promise you that when your health is good, all the other things come easier because you are more open to see opportunities instead of just struggles. And that's because your mind is clearer. You can get clearer opportunities, you can have clearer thoughts and everything because your brain is properly working. If you have any comments, if you have any suggestions, opinions, or anything like that, please comment down below. I'll be happy to read you. I read all my comments, and that's pretty much it. Hear me out. Prioritize your health and you're gonna get everything you want, I swear. I hope this video resonated with you guys, and I appreciate all of you. Thank you for all your comments and everything. You're the best. You have a good day.